Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided.
Rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Yard line, a big play for this offense. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the boot, looking for his man. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. So Florida State's offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could...
It's a running room. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop them on third down. Grab near the marker. Shot at catching it. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Out of the backfield, he's open. Turning it on! And he dropped a quick spin move on him before being dragged down. Solid pickup on the play. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because the first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
There we go! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver. On the run, it's Alchuk. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Well, jet sweep pass. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Right. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? At the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Great place to start for this offense. Lost a throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they They capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
And the Seminoles have this offense rolling. Give to the running back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
14, 5-6, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. The quick out.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Gonna look downfield again. Oh, they're after him. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
They'll run play action. Grab near the marker. It's White. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo, making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Noles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Creates a little space. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Noles! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Henry. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air. It's Castellanos. Makes the grab. It's White. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
No, Reese, I think it's the position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis, and they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
Pressure coming. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Robinson. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that third down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Turning on the Jets. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. With the catch, it's Robinson. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's White. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy... of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulls it, fired complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
We just have not called this guy's name enough. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football, and that was only his 2nd catch. And I think that's a big reason why they're trailing this much in this game so late. They just have not been able to get one of their biggest weapons involved as often as they needed to.
Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Fires to the big fella. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Finds his target down the middle. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Just keeps slinging it. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
He's got an open man. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Motion from the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this into next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far. He's loose. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They want that clock to run. How in the world did the offense retain possession? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Finds a crease at the 20. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. Let's go. The Seminoles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Leaves it with the back. And he runs it all the way down to the 3 before they get him.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Slams ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Seminoles! Great job by the back on the option. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.